Velkommen alle sammen til Rooftop seminar. Vi har veldig mange gjester i dag, so we'll do it in English. Hope you all don't mind. My name is Helene Gallis. I work at Nabolagshager, and together with Fylkesmannen, the county governor, and the lovely people at the embassy of the Netherlands, we put together a program of some of the most amazing people in rooftop stuff from pretty much everywhere. It's a very tight program, so you just have to keep up the pace. And also, the event will be streamed, and that was just something that was organized yesterday. So you will be able to find the presentations afterwards, and you can just look at it over and over and over and over again. This is sort of the program. The presentations last from 10 o'clock until 2 o'clock. There's a lunch at 11:35 according to the program. And then at 2 o'clock there's a street party happening outside here. So when we finish here, the conversation continues. And I think it's a nice way to just talk between us, not just listen or be the presenter. We're doing this because we're the green capital this year. That's sort of the motivation for bringing up this event. This is a scene from our rooftop yesterday. It's a bee doing things the very hard way. He's struggling so hard. He's not listening to what all the other bees around him have learned about where to find the good stuff. He's like, I'm going to go for the pretty stuff. I think that's also what a lot of rooftop ideas are like that. Oh, we're not going to do it the easy way. We're not going to listen to someone else who's already done it. We're going to do it our own very special way. And that's just a lot of struggling, a lot of work for not so much content. But yeah, and I think it's also especially maybe among those that designed these that may not have ever grown a plant in their life, but still put it into the designs and the renders and the plans of gardens and rooftops and buildings and regulations. And somehow they design roses like this for bees like that. In terms of Oslo, we know that there are 14 million square meters of flat roofs in Oslo, and hardly any of them are being used. This is just a render from a property development project in Kvernebyen, and it just shows you so well that the sun is shining on every one of these roofs, and almost every single green space is in the shade. And it just shows you, I think it illustrates so well the potential that is not being used. But how much is 14 million square meters? I have no idea because I'm just not good with numbers. So I had to calculate it into something that made more sense. That's 2,000 soccer fields that are not being used for anything. And even if it's only half of it or a quarter of it, even if we could only take 500 soccer fields in the city and use for something more useful than just being there, I think we would start a revolution. And I think we're getting kick-started on that revolution now. But we're stuck at this. I don't know who made this drawing. I think it's someone Swedish. I've just had it in a folder for a long time. And it just shows the ridiculousness of ideas when someone who doesn't know what they're talking about is making a plan. So this is a cafe with someone doing beekeeping here. That doesn't happen in real life. You can't see it properly here, but this is a chef who's out cutting herbs like this. It doesn't happen like that. And if someone is doing beekeeping here, you're definitely not sitting here calmly and eating your fruit. So it just shows that the people that are making a lot of these plans currently have no idea what they're talking about. And that's why it's just so important that we start learning from each other, and that also that this knowledge, this practical hands-on knowledge, reaches through to those that actually can make plans that do make sense. With that being said, I would like to introduce our first speaker, whose name is Manfred Köhler. He is the president of the World Green Infrastructure Network. I will get his presentation up in a second. His title was so long. I love it. Professor, engineer, landscape architect. This is someone who's done a lot of research. He usually works at the University of Applied Sciences of Neubrandenburg in Germany, and he's been working with green roofs and green walls since the 1980s. So we're really proud to have you here, and really thankful that you accepted our invitation to come speak on a slightly short notice. So yeah, give him a warm hand.